Hello, hello, hello. So, I wanted to talk about the season that's coming up and how I'm going to play it. I've already told you guys that I'll definitely be using a Thorn Barb, and I just did a dry run here, based on the new season. You know, I am in a game where the story's there, as you can see up there. So, this took me about an hour and a half to get to this point. And I also hamstringed myself by not allowing myself to use those 10 points that you get from the renown, only come to find out that those will carry into the season and those will be available to you. So it's disappointing that I wasn't aware of that to begin with. I think I could have done it quicker than an hour 45. I tried to record the whole thing so that I could share it, and the video just got too long because, like I said, it took me about an hour 45 to get here. So I'll just walk through what I did real quick. Okay? So we will open up the map here and we will zoom out a little bit. As soon as I got into Sanctuary, I was down here, you know. I knocked this stuff out, got up to Kyovashad. As soon as I got to Kyovashad, I sent old dude on his way, the Deckard Cain lookalike. I sent him on his way, and then I come out here and I hit this event. I don't know if you guys are familiar. There's a nice little path here you can take for events. So there's one here. There's one here. You run up through the mountains. There's another one there. Run down through here. There's one right here. Run down here. There's one right here. You come around and down this way. There's one down here. And when I got here, I realized that I had messed up because I had been skipping this one and going back up to Kyovashad to right here to hit this one. And that was my loop. And then I could start it over. Was it right here or is it right here? It's right here in this little gray area that I haven't been to yet. So that's my loop. I run those or that's what I used to do to get opals. I have posted what I do currently. So after I did that, I was like, okay, we got some opals here, we got some levels. So I came over here and hit this place, which I have posted before as well. This used to be very glitched. You could do it over and over and over. I hit this place and this place, realized that none of them were resetting. I went back to Kyovashad and I was like, all right, I think I was like level 12 at the time. You know, I killed everything on the map. I just used my hands to make the gesture. But everything on the map as I was running. I even went through a dungeon to simulate going and getting that one thorns thing you really need that shares the damage to surrounding enemies, the affix. But then, you know, I set a path through here and ran to here and picked up this waypoint. And then I was like, okay. I watched a video from Rax and Terex, and while he didn't recommend the Onyx Watchtower for XP, he did in fact recommend it for the item drops. So I was like, okay, I'm going to head to Onyx Watchtower and I'm going to see how the item drops go. So I headed to Onyx Watchtower. When I got there, because I did any event I passed on the way as well as killed mobs and stuff, when I got there, I was level 15. And all the gear I'm currently wearing is from there. I may have picked up one thing along the way, but you know, I wanted thorns on it because this is, of course, a thorns build. Um, Also, all these gems I have found. Like, I did not in any way affect this with the things I already have. Other than money, you know, there's not a lot I can do about that. It's in there. I'm not going to use it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so everything here I found. So I stayed down there at the Onyx Watchtower from 15 to 25. As soon as I hit 25, I traveled back to Kyovashad and I put those aspects you see on my gear on it. I'm hoping our aspects will be available to us into the season. I couldn't actually find that out. And then I traveled to Ministad and I went up here and hit a couple of these. This is not the fastest place to experience, I suppose, according to Rax. You know, I just saw his video yesterday. I was not aware that anybody else was doing that when I put it out. I knew that everybody did it in the beta, but I thought everybody decided that that was not good experience anymore. Where in fact, according to Rax and Terex, and you know, he does the math. He's one of my favorite Diablo YouTubers all the way since, you know, a long time ago on 3. Um, According to him, Temple of Rot is the best one to do. Now, I'm not familiar with Temple of Rot. I don't know where it's at, so I suppose I could look it up real quick. But he says it is the fastest one for XP. Now, I decided to just do my thing and not bother trying to track that down. And it's going well, you know. You get a nice chunk of a level every time you run through there. It's really fast. So Temple of Rot, I'm looking it up. It is in southwestern corner of the Dry Steppes region. Let's look at images and see if they're showing it on a map anywhere. Oh, you know what I have? I have the new Maxroll GG map tool. It has strongholds on it. So that's the Onyx Watchtower. So Temple of Rot must be this one. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know what level you have to be for this. You know what? Why don't we just go down there and find out? Um, the thing I like about the Thorns Barbarian, he punches way above his weight class, because you're taking so many defensive skills, because you're taking so many buffs to your Thorns. And I can show you what aspects I'm using real quick. These I just found along the way and put them on. I have a pair of pants here that I found. I mean, might as well put those on in a little bit. I will try to roll Thorns on them first. Get rid of that willpower. But, you know, I'm using Thorns damage dealt. Has a 40% chance to deal damage to all enemies around you. You always put that on a two-handed weapon. I did put this on there. I try to conserve my resource and rend when I'm full, though a lot of times I forget to. 480 Thorns while Berserking. You have to keep updating this one, because you're getting the minimum roll. I've gotten like 3 levels. I will take it to where it feels like the monsters are dying slow, and then I will update it. And this one, I went ahead and threw it on there so that as my shots were ticking, my Fury 2 would tick, and that would help this one have more base damage for me. Just for these early levels. Just having the yellow gear is phenomenal. I don't know if you guys saw my old last video. I was still using blue gear, level 9 gear, like, so I will be going back to Onyx Watchtower every 5 to 10 levels. According to Rack's video, he was getting on average 9 yellow drops per run. I would say he was doing that at a higher world tier. I'm at world tier 1. I could easily step up to world tier 2. I think I demonstrated that in my last video when I made my original Thorns Barbarian. It's honestly, you kill a little bit slower in world tier 2, and it's not worth the XP loss. That being said, that's not as applicable with a Thorns Barbarian because everything kind of one-shots itself. So I probably will bump up to World Tier 2. Probably already should have once my Thorns build took off. Once I started getting some defensive abilities and the buffs to Thorns, I probably already should have bumped up to World Tier 2. And we will do that as soon as we get down here before we go in. That's how confident I am that it won't matter. But we're almost down here. I really think that this is going to be the fastest build for leveling come the new season. It's going to get you into the in game faster. I'm not racing anybody. I have a full-time job. The season drops, I believe it's a Thursday. I will definitely be at work. And I work overnight. I go out and come back. I'm a truck driver, so I won't be here till Friday, and then I'll get to start playing. So I'm not racing anybody. I just want to get to 100 as quickly as possible for me. Now, once you get there on your Thorns Barbarian, you can convert to Whirlwind or anything you want. Now, I will say, if you guys keep up with my other Barb, I converted to Whirlwind. I may not have even released a video on it. I'm very disappointed with it. Because the stats you're grabbing for Thorns aren't the stats you need for Whirlwind. So, yeah, this stuff's level 30, which is the same level as the stuff up at Core Dragon. But anyway, it's not the same stats you need for Whirlwind, and Thorns are different. You know, you're stacking crit and crit damage on Whirlwind. I don't care about that on the Thorns build. You don't really need it. Like, stuff one-shots itself so quickly. Okay, now there was the problem before. You see, I didn't Berserk. You see that? How quickly they died with Berserk. So easy. So we are going to step inside. We'll kill this first little group. And then we're going to reset it. You know, log out. That's going to reset it and should put us outside of it. And then we will change our world tier and jump back in. Now, I made all these characters just to figure out who I wanted to level with. That was a Hodabarb, Wind Druid, a Rogue. Rogues are great. I found it kind of boring. Two Sworks, Lightning and Frost. Pulverized Druid was great. I really got addicted to it and played it into 66. Shadow Necro. This is my Thorns Barb that I made that is now a Whirlwind / Thorns Barb. Not real happy with it. I need to get that damage up. I've been working on gear on it. I'm still playing with it. And then the current one. So we will change the world tier to 2. Select. Start game. Let's write our current experience down, 32,878. And let's do a run. I've never seen this ran. I'm not familiar with how to run it.
Not ready yet.
I don't even know if he's part of it. I just saw a skull over there and pulled it.
I'm not ready.
Now, I use these chains because they vulnerable, as well as put you into a 2-second berserk, which can take out small groups like that. So, they're very helpful when your other cooldowns are down. You know, we're looking for as much berserk on here as we can have.
I'm not ready yet.
I will say that Whirlwind Barbarian is so much faster at moving than the Thorns Barb. There's without berserk, you know, it takes 2-3 hits. So it's best to keep your berserk up if you can. I don't think I have. Oh, I do have some of those. Nice. Oh, no. Never mind. That wasn't one of those chests.
I'm not ready yet.
Wouldn't have made it without you. My savior.
The locals come to trespass in the temple of our god. They scream, resist, and fight us. But our god has been in
See that when all those bodies popped and it just healed me to full health. That's so great. That's why I run those skulls. Saves you a lot of time between fights trying to get healthy. Well, they just wasted that entire reserve, didn't they? So now we just have to head up here. This appears to be a pretty quick one. I'm gonna have to work out a better pathing through here. It seems to be as quick as Core Drognon. Yeah, I just have to figure out the correct path to do it effectively, efficiently. I'm sure Rax has covered that. I'm sure I can probably look that up and find out. I really suggest you guys go watch his video. Like, you know, he's so much better at this stuff than me. Like I said, this is just, I've got a computer that'll do it, so I thought I would do it. And then into here. I don't know if those pop at some point or something, but just in case, we're gonna go ahead and take them out.
I'm out of fury.
I was smart to have taken those earlier ones out. I should have continued with it. What the? He just full healed and started over. Nice. It's okay. Thorns barred, it doesn't matter. You may wonder why I use my chains while I'm already in Berserk, and I've actually already covered it. It's because they do vulnerable as well. So that wasn't too bad. Let's check the XP. We are at 85120. Yeah, so that was over 50k XP. Now, I may not have run the most effective route there. So, we had 32,878. Let's throw it in a calculator and just get that correct number. I'm not doing it in my head. Subtract. $32,878. 52,242. That's really good experience. And I probably didn't run the most effective path there. I'm sure that could have been done faster. But yeah, that is how I will start my season. On a Thorns Barb, doing this. Or Core Drognon. I really like it. It's smaller than this. The pathing isn't as weird. But you get very little drops there. I think I've covered that before. So you guys have a good day and good luck with your season.